Good morning on this most auspicious day. Oh my goodness. When I woke up this morning, I had this feeling of emotion. And as y'all have known, I haven't posted that much this week. I was with my family on a beautiful family retreat, and I'm now home. And so I had lost track of what day it was. You know what I mean? Because I was connected to other things in my world. But bottom line, what occurs this morning is I wake up and I have this overwhelming emotion. Now, I didn't realize it was August 8th until, but I felt I want to tell you, even though I didn't know the date, I felt very inspired and very deeply reflective. Like, okay, I'm now home and all these ideas are, coming together. You know that feeling? Like I've been working and pulling things together. So anyway, I get up into my studio upstairs and I open up Facebook and boom, it's August 8th, 8-8. And I teach figure eight technologies. And what that is, and the reason I've chosen eight, I love numerology. I love how it explains the creation of what I see, right? But basically, 8 is an auspicious number. I put a lot of information about what 8-8 is today. And what this post is about is how do you, you can understand that the Lion's Gate is being opened up. You can understand that stars are aligning. However, do you know what to do in order to connect with this auspicious energy that's being freely given and is given every year? 8 is considered a lucky number, and that for success, because it is an everlasting symbol of energy. And what is anything you continue doing, you will succeed at, right? So it's how do you keep your energetic flow in a frequency in which you can see and understand your opportunities. If you look at your life continually and what you see is what is wrong with it, then that's all you're going to have the emotional energy to do, is to react to what's wrong with it, to react with what's sad about it. I'm going to give you a personal example. So for years, I was depressed. I mean, the challenges were birthed from me realizing I didn't want to get out of the bed. I hated every part of my life. Well, not every part of my life, but the big majority of my identity was shifting. What I had done for 35 years was gone. And at the same time, my children were all, pretty much all but one, were leaving home. And so there was a mixture of emotions because all of my routines were being changed. All of them. How I served, how I cared for my children. They're very independent children. They all think for themselves and do well for themselves. And so I'm not needed. I didn't know how to live in a world where I was not needed. And I always struggled because I always doubted that I was desired. Can you relate? Like I knew I was needed, but I never knew I was desired. Well, when you're in Leo energy, the fire energy, we're talking passion. You see, the zodiacs are broken into 4 sets of 3. Okay? And in each quarter, each 4 months, we go through each of the 4 signs. It starts off with Earth, right? Our calendar starts off with Earth. Then the next one is air, I think. And then, I don't know them that well. I just know there are four, four and four and four. And the first earth of the calendar is Earth at the beginning. Then I am the second level. There's 3 4s. Listen to me. I'm getting it right. The 3 4s equals 12. And then the second earth sign is Taurus, which is Earth at full. That's me. But I got a pinch of fire because I'm on the cusp of Aries, right? So it's it's earth, then wind, then water, then fire, and then earth and wind and water and fire, I believe. And so then the third earth, when so let's go back to fire, because it'll make more sense about why Leo would be the one that you want to want. Because any of your success comes from your authentic voice. Success doesn't come from what you sell. Success doesn't come from who you know. Success comes from how do you regulate and project your authentic nature. That's when you feel successful, right? That's when you feel alive. That's when you feel like everything is working and in sync, is when you are in the flow of who you authentically are and your lifetime. You have eternity, and that's another symbol of 8. It's the symbol of eternity. It's the symbol of the soul, as far as I am concerned, because it is the only part of me that is eternal. From when I was born to right now, my thoughts have changed, my beliefs have changed, my shape has changed, my hair color has changed, my friends have changed, my husbands have changed, my children have grown and changed. I've watched them do it before my eyes. But what never changes is my soul and my goal and my intention. And that right there is what, if you set your intentions today, then you can watch them unfold in the most graceful, loving, most connected way. Like, are you willing to be amazed? Are you willing to be a channel for miracles? Because that's what I suggest. Because right now on our planet, if you were going to adopt a belief system that was going to bring out the best of you, would you bring about a belief system about the government sucks and they're only out to get us? You want to live that one for the next year? Do you want to live, well, I'm a victim of my past circumstance, whatever it is? Do you want to continue living that one for the next year? Are you willing to surrender to the fire within you, the passion within you, the Holy Spirit that is within you, the God spark that is within you, which is eternal? So when we talk about Leo, you have Aries is the beginning of a flame. You have Leo, which is the flame at full. And then you have our Sagittarius, which is the flame at the end of the year, which is the embers, which always has that nice steady pace, right? So when you understand fire, and on today when the Lion's Gate is opening on 8/8, you have the ability to join this energy with your awareness, because you're already connected to it. You know, like this morning when I woke up, I was already connected to this 8/8. I could feel it. I could feel this bubbling of feeling like everything, my past and my present, merging in order to align with my divine future. And that is what the power of this energy of the Lion's Gate has in store for you. So what are some things you can do today to take advantage, or not take advantage, but to merge with an aspect of yourself that is already developing and merging? Because if you're alive in 2020, and if you're listening to me, then you are here to shine your light. And on this very unusual year, It's the perfect year to shift you out of your old routine, have you become more aware of your personal hygiene and the sacredness of your temple, and also to how you have been cared for and loved, and you have a roof over your head and you have food in your mouth, even when money wasn't certain. Hello, Donna. So understanding 8-8, and you're a Leo. And I was just about to say the next point I wanted to break out is how many people in your life are Leos that you absolutely adore and love. I have been lucky enough to have a partner who was born on 8-8, and I have a granddaughter who's born on 8-8. And I have some of my bestest friends, from my friend from high school, one of my very first friends who was born in August. She's a wonderful, raring Leo. I have Donna, who's another amazing Leo. And then I have a grandson who is also a Leo. And Tauruses and Leo, when you put those two people together, you have an ability to create a lot, because you have earth at full and you have fire at full. So understanding that if you believe in the energy that the moon has over the water in your body, or the sun has on, providing food and all that. I mean, if you don't believe in any other star astrological stuff, can you see how those two celestial bodies contribute to your mental health and your physical health? And if you didn't have the sun, you wouldn't have the supplies in order to build cool things. I mean, understanding that where the moon and the sun are in the sky, and when stars align, more energy does come on the planet. And when you know how to work with that energy, you have the power to accelerate the grace, the ease, the love, the umptious, scrumptious, lusciousness, passion in your life. And today is that day. We don't have to wait for it. It's today. It's right now. We're in 8-8. And I started this at 8. So, understanding, and now I want to go a little bit into why is 8 such a powerful number, besides the fact that it is infinity. Well, what 8 also does, when you multiply, it's 2 4 times. It's 4 2 times. And so it's the power of small things with great love. Anything beyond an 8 in your life, when you talk about 8 hours of sleep, right? 8 is a significant number in teaching you balance, right? And so that's why all of the 8-day challenges are done in cycles of 8. And then also, if you have 5 8s, you have 40 days. And anything, any perception you have about your life, if you feel your life is shit, I promise you, I guarantee you, in 40 days of doing loving, repetitive movements, you can see the truth about yourself. Any veil can be lifted within 40 days. And allowing your eternal soul to have a human experience. Well, this is this is our soul's 4th of July. Anything that you want to create today, do a joyful action today to solidify it. How do you do that? You make yourself an altar, an intention altar, like the one in the back right here. I love looking at this altar. I look at it all the time. Create something you love to look at that has your intention in it. Set it in stone today. Light a candle for yourself or your family today. Celebrate. Say something nice to yourself in the mirror. Ground it. An affirmation that I suggest that you put on your mirror if you don't know what to do, and you just want to begin this motion towards being aware and working with your soul's ignition. And this may mean change. This may mean change. The thing about Leo, Leo isn't afraid to change. Leo doesn't grumble about change. Leo leaps at the opportunity and brings all of the enthusiasm right in the middle of it, right? Because it's fire. It doesn't have doubt. It doesn't worry about a misstep because its goal is the final. And the little pieces along the way, how did you get here, isn't as significant about what you're going to do with here, right? What are you going to do now that you're here? Regret it? Bemoan it? You're in a toxic relationship? You're in a toxic environment? What are you going to do about it today? You make one altar, one small baby step in a toxic environment, one altar of love, one, as small as a mustard seed, it is said. And I can attest to that. One. And then you allow your soul to have a human experience instead of a human struggling in this human experience. It's a shift in perspective, but you were born for it. So God bless everybody. And may you just, if it is just making one altar, if it is just putting this affirmation, which is, I am a channel for miracles. 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 Then you bless yourself and everyone you touch. And that's a beautiful figure 8 to start, to ground, to initiate yourself into the joyous experience of the Lion's Gate. So tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time, I'm doing an intention meditation. Share this video and be entered into a drawing for, or you can join my mailing list at muselife8.com, and I am giving away this tarot deck. It's the Animal Messengers, and I thought it was very appropriate for today on the opening of the Lion's Gate. So much love. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you feel, and I want to know how you woke up this morning. And how do you feel right now? Do you feel inspired to run towards your roar and live the life you were born to live? Mwah.